It was supposed to be another Civic, another chapter in a long, predictable legacy. Reliable, efficient, and safe to the point of boredom. But then something changed. The 2026 Honda Civic is not what you expected. This isn't just a refresh, it's a full-blown identity crisis on wheels. And depending on who you ask, it's either a bold step forward or a shocking mistake. Underneath that futuristic styling, there's one Flora single. Surprising choice that might leave even die-hard Civic fans shaking their heads. We'll get to that, but first, who loves cars with a story? Or if you want to know what Honda isn't telling you, hit that subscribe button. We go deeper, drive harder, and drop the facts no one else will. Let's get into it. You see it before you hear it. The 2026 Civic looks like something 2 years ahead of its time. Up front, the headlights are razor-thin LED strips that look more cyberpunk than compact. The grille is gone are the soft curves. This one's sharp, geometric, aggressive. Like Honda hired a designer from Audi and told them to go rogue. From the side, the fastback silhouette leans coupe more than sedan. Flush door handles, two-tone alloys, and that diffuser-style rear bumper. Yeah, it's on a Civic now. But this isn't just about looks, it's about attitude. And the Civic suddenly has a lot of it. Step inside and forget everything you remember about budget cars. Honda ripped up the old Civic playbook and rebuilt the cabin with a new vibe. Clean. You're greeted with dual 12-inch displays, one for your instrument cluster, the other for infotainment. Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, but here's the twist. The new Civic's UI, it's snappy, fluid, almost Tesla-like, ambient. Lighting wraps the cabin. Soft-touch materials replace the hard plastics of past generations. The seats, supportive, sculpted with optional suede inserts that feel like they belong in an Acura. Now, let's talk muscle. Under the hood, you'll find a 1.5-liter turbocharged inline for pushing out 204 horsepower and 215 pounds-ft of torque. That's a healthy jump. And it shows 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds with a crisp throttle response and tightened suspension geometry that keeps you glued in the corners. And for those wondering, yes, there's a hybrid variant too. We'll touch on that in a second. Even with that power bump, efficiency hasn't been sacrificed. The turbo model clocks in at 35 mpg combined, while the hybrid pushes that to a jaw-dropping 49 mpg in real-world terms. That's over 500 miles. Per tank, meaning road trips just got a lot cheaper. Length 184.6 inches. Width 70.9 inches. Cargo space 14.8 cubic feet. Not for weekend getaways and a Costco run. It's more spacious inside, twitched especially in the back. Taller passengers will finally stop complaining. Safety and warranty. Honda's safety sense is back and smarter than ever. Lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, collision mitigational, tuned for smoother, less twitchy intervention. The Civic scored a top safety pick plus in early IIHS testing. And as always, you get Honda's 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain backup. The flaw, what Honda doesn't want you to notice, so with all this innovation, what's the catch? Here it is. 2026 Civic, for the first time, ever does not offer a manual transmission. Anywhere no C-trim with a stick. No enthusiast model. Just CVT and hybrid eCVT, and for some fans, that's unforgivable. Honda says the market no longer justifies it. They cite demand, emissions, and shifting buyer behavior. But to many, the Civic was the last manual hero. In a sea of automatic blandness, now, it's gone. Biggest competitor Civic versus Corolla. So how does it stack up? The 2026 Civic goes head-to-head with the Toyota Corolla, especially the 2025 hybrid refresh. The Civic wins on design, tech, and interior quality. The Corolla, though, offers all-wheel drive and some trims, a feature Honda still doesn't offer. And yes, Toyota still offers a stick in its GR lineup. Price-wise, the Civic starts at $25,900, with the hybrid at $28,500. Not cheap. If you compare it to what you're getting in a Tesla Model 3 or Hyundai Elantra N-Line, it's a fair middle ground. Market future where the Civic is headed, here's what's clear. Honda is setting the Civic up for a tech-forward, hybrid-dominated future. Rumors of a plug-in variant are already circulating, and by 2028, don't be surprised if the Civic goes fully electric. This 2026 model is a transition vehicle, bridging the analog past and the connected. Electrified future. Whether that future still has a place for the Civic we grew up with, is the question. Final verdict and call to action shows the 2026 Civic, the boldest move Honda's made in decades. Absolutely. Is it a better Civic? In many ways, yes. But is it still your Civic? It depends on how much you'll miss. Rowing your own gears? Settle this in the comments. Would you still buy the 2026 Civic without a manual? Or is this the beginning of the end for driver-focused compacts? Smash that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe if you want honest takes, hard truths, and future car drops before they hit the streets. Next, up we're putting the Civic Hybrid against the Prius Prime. You don't want to miss that one. See you in the next drive.